I'm summer steelhead fishing on a large western river this morning, and there's a big rush to get on the onto the fish before the sun hits the water. And the fish are pretty grabby, so what I want to do is fish as much and as quick and cover as much water as I can before the sun hits the water, which obviously now it's too late and I'd have to switch to a sink tip. But right now I'm fishing a Rio Scandi short Versa tip and probably 10 feet of straight mono leader, 12-pound test, little bitty fly. I've got the floating tip, so basically it's a Scandi line, and my objective is to cover as much water as I can before it gets too bright. I want to try to catch them while I'm in the shadows. So start at daylight, and what I basically have been doing this morning is I've got 2 loops of line, so I'm not doing a lot of stripping, maybe 8 or 10 strips is all. And then I'm basically stripping in as quick as I can, and while I'm stripping, I'm taking my 2 steps or 3 steps down, whatever, and then I'm just grabbing my line and single spanning it, tack hand, pretty quartering downstream. It's pretty well downstream. I'm not going sideways or nothing, not mending it or any, and I'm just covering the water as quick as I can. And then when it doesn't take long for it to swing to the dangle, and then when it's on the dangle, I don't dilly-dally. I start stripping and walking. Get my 2 loops of line, and then single spay it. And then let it swing, and I'm done. That's all I do. I don't do a lot of monkeying around. I get it right back in the water, cover the water 3 or 4 steps, and then move on to the next spot. The reason I do it this way is I don't want to mess around with foot position. I want my toes in front of me. It's tricky wading because it's rocky and it holds fish. I'm going to be backed up to the brush. I don't want to have to change my foot position. I just want to stumble down the river, get the fly back into the water, get it swimming, and not mess around with hardly any mending, foot change position, hand change position. I would just want to get it back in the water quickly and cover the water before the shadows leave the water and the bright sunshine drives those fish down, where I'll have to resort to either a sink tip or a spoon. These little Scandi heads with the mono running line are a dream to fish and cast after spending a lot of time with Skagit shooting heads and sink tips and big flies. Watch part 2 if you want to see my other favorite way to cast on summer steelhead rivers.